Hi guys, Novi here. I'm doing another collection video, not because I'm showing off, but because Ghoulish Graveyard just requested that I do a 2020 version of my collection videos. I haven't done one since 2016, and the collection's grown a little bit, but it's also shrunk, because a lot of the stuff I had was homemade, and it either broke, or I just outgrew it and didn't want it anymore. So yeah, without further ado, this is nothing more than my descent into Zim madness. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this isn't my entire Invader Zim collection, this is rather just like merchandise and things I've made. If you guys want to see my entire comic collection, which deserves its own video, just let me know down in the comments. I want to say over 100 Invader Zim comics, or something to that effect. Anyways, here's my collection. So jumping right into it, first things first, we have this lovely picture that my boyfriend Stanley drew for me. It's got our symbol, it's orchid themed. Next we have this Invader Zim decal that I made. Next we have this wall of pictures that I have drawn. Most of them are outdated. I haven't drawn anything on this wall since 2016. And a lot of it was just for the Doom Cider, that game that I was working on. Some of it was just for fun, though. Next we have an orchid insignia made out of bottle caps, kindly provided by my parents. We have a picture of a US dollar bill with Gur on it, and a few perler bead decorations strewn around, one of Zim's head, and one of Zim in the bear suit. This right here is just an image I found online and printed out. Thought it looked really neat. I'm not sure who the original artist was. And this is a poster that I got from my local comic book shop. They just gave it to me. They're listed on eBay for like $100 or more. I haven't seen them much cheaper than that, and that's like ones that aren't even signed, so pretty insane. It's the first ever poster that they had out when the comics first came out. This is a perler bead poster that I made. This right here is an image that my friend drew for me. It's just for a Christmas card she sent me. It's really nice. This right here is a collage sort of piece that is just a bunch of Hot Topic stickers and postcards that I got from an eBay lot. This is a 3D printed bust of Zim's head. It's supposed to be an entire action figure, like you can see online. There's a 3D printed Invader Zim figure, but I never actually got around to making it into an action figure, so now it's just like a weird head statue. This is an Invader Zim box that I made. Some of the colors are a little bit off on the sides that you can't see, but I was pretty proud of it at the time. And inside we have a Invader Zim charm bracelet. Just like, it used to be a keychain and I turned it into a charm bracelet. Then we have these tiny little Invader Zim charms. They're so tiny that my camera is having a lot of trouble zooming in on them. So I'll have to take a picture, I guess. This is just an Invader Zim rock that I painted. And over here we have my Invader Zim Funko Pops. Right now I just have the Gur ones. However, I do have a Zim one on the way. I ordered it. My boyfriend's currently holding on to it. It's the one where Zim's winking and he's holding Minnie Moose. It was an exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con. This right here is a crocheted Gur and a crocheted version of the Death Bee. They're all done by Shimmery Creations. You should check her out. She does a lot of really neat crocheted stuff. And these are a few of my Invader Zim volumes. I only have the first 5. I just didn't bother after that with the volumes. But I have all the comics, as I mentioned previously. And this is a giant version of Zim. It's a giant Zim plush. It's supposed to function as a pillow. I thought it was really neat, so I just ordered it. Sometimes when I just am feeling lazy and I just want to watch stuff in bed, I'll put the pillow behind my head. It props my head up just enough so I can see the laptop just fine. I wouldn't sleep on it, it's just way too big, but it's good for that. After a while, it'll give your neck a cramp, though. This is another Invader Zim poster. I ended up getting a second one of this poster from the comic book shop because I had already bought one off eBay. And then they just decided to give me one. I ended up giving that poster to my boyfriend. And this right here is my sad attempt to make a poster before I had any posters. You know, I've definitely improved since then. And this is another Invader Zim plush that was crocheted by Shimmery Creations, and all these other ones along my bed are also crocheted by her. She does a really good job, as I mentioned. And this one in the corner hiding is the Zim Germs plush. I got that one off eBay as well. And here we have my Invader Zim and Gaz plush hangers. They were like originally a mystery box, but I just bought them off eBay. They were opened, so I knew exactly which ones I was getting. I also got some Invader Zim gift cards. They're also off eBay. There's no value to them. There's just a bunch of pictures I printed out and some perler bead decorations. I got the Urkin insignia, Zim's head. And then I also have this collage I made of the Invader Zim costume that I created. I made it back in 2016, and Jonan actually ended up retweeting it, which was kind of cool. Here is something I haven't done before. I decided to draw Zim as Invader Zim. I could actually painted the entire thing with a little audio cord. Alright, and over here we have yet another perler bead decoration, another Zim head. I don't know what my fascination was with Zim's head, I guess, but I've made quite a few of his head. Here we got yet another Invader Zim crocheted plush from Shimmery Creations. The scarf didn't come with him. This one actually, the scarf was a bracelet that one of my friends made for me. And I ended up turning it into Zim's scarf. I think it looks really nice on him. And on the house he's on, there's a little bee on the roof. That's what that's supposed to be. And I got the gnomes, and I got this little space agency truck, just a Hot Wheels truck, camping out in front of Zim's house. I just thought that was kind of funny. And there's like a little purple garbage can. It's one of those garbage cans from the trash candies. I don't know if you've ever had those, but and that house, though, I painted that myself. I found this really cool house. It's supposed to be a CD case, and I ended up just painting it up like Zim's house as best I could, and it just kind of houses my bobblehead collection. I got every single one, including the Chase variant. They were all pre-opened. I just bought them as a set. And here we got a bunch of decorations, just like a Zim thing that I tried to draw with the Obey the Fist. Some more money with Zim on it, an Urkin dollar and another US dollar. There's a embroidered keychain of the Urkin insignia. It turned out pretty well. There's a keychain of Zim's head that was made by yet another friend of mine. She did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, one of the antenna fell off. And then there's a drawing of Zim's head. Yes, you're seeing a theme here. There's so much of just Zim's head. And there's an Invader Zim sign that actually does light up. It used to change different colors, but it ended up breaking, so it just turns purple now. I have a can of Doom Juice. Really hard to get the stuff. Next to it, there's this tiki figure of Zim. I got that from the comic book shop that I go to. Then we got this Voot Cruiser statue. It's really, really rare. There's only 500 of them or something like that in the entire world. So that was actually a really cool addition to my collection. I was really excited to finally get one. And here we have this custom-made Invader Zim plush from Skeleon. I've always wanted a Skeleon plush. Hope I'm saying it right. And I finally got one just a few months ago, and it looks amazing. He's actually fully posable. You can move his arms and his legs, and even his neck is actually posable, which is really neat. He's really well made too. He's got a little zipper compartment in his head. He used to have a voice box and it broke, but I just got to get a new voice box and I can put one in the back of his head and make him a talking plush, which is pretty cool. And then we got this little netbook here where I put one of those Invader Con stickers on it. Almost completely forgot about it, honestly. And this custom-made Invader Zim hat. I got that one off Etsy. I also have the box that the Bubbleheads came in. I special requested that from the seller. I also still have my Invader Zim head and my pack for the costume I made. Then I completely forgot about these, but I have Invader Zim Gur slippers that one of my friends found at a thrift shop for me. And I made this keychain. I just found an old keychain at a thrift shop, and I just found these images online and cut them down to size, made sure that everything fit, and now I got a neat Invader Zim keychain. So we got a Mind Your Business tee. Always nice to see a Zim shirt at Hot Topic instead of Gur. We also got the Hot Dog Army tee, which is actually one of the variant covers of issue 1. I just decided to make it a t-shirt. They have this one where it's like a parody of that one scene in SpongeBob where Patrick's licking a yellow popsicle, and we're zoomed in on it so it looks like he's licking SpongeBob. It's the same sort of idea, but, Zim licking a dibsicle, which is kind of funny. It's actually based on a piece of fan art that I found, and I just embroidered it. Next we have a Christmas tee, it's a parody of the Grinch, but with Zim and Gur. Then we got another comic cover tee, this time with Big Gur with a bunch of Zims all over him. That was also a variant cover of issue 1. I think that was the San Diego exclusive for that year or something like that. And then we got one of my favorites where it looks like a sketch of Zim and also Gur and some squirrels and stuff. I like the way that they color it somewhat, but also keep it very sketchy. And then we have this one, I Am All That Is Nerd. That's actually the first ever Invader Zim t-shirt I got. I wanted a Zim one, but they didn't have any. They had Gur. Another one I made was a We're Perfectly Normal shirt. It's just all these ones that I've embroidered all based on pieces of fan art I found online. This one's with Zim and Gur in their disguises. And last but not least, I almost forgot this one. We have this space one. Zim and Gur on the moon. And this one I got from Spencer's. Now, for the very last item, we have the Invader Zim art book. I recommend this book. It is insane. It's got everything from storyboards to walk cycles to shelved concepts. Honestly, if you love Invader Zim and if you love the artwork, this is the book for you. So that concludes my collection. Let me know if you want to see my Invader Zim comic collection, and I'll make that video in the coming weeks. Bye, guys.